Hello everyone, this is Blender Guppy. Welcome to a demo or showcase video for the Creative Bundle add-ons. And somebody commented that I can be a little slow when explaining stuff, and that is because I am not a native English speaker and I don't use English where I live, and I only get to use it when I'm speaking to an English speaker in order for us to communicate well. But when I'm just doing day-to-day living in my hometown, I don't use English at all. So sometimes I can be fast when speaking in explaining stuff in the video, and sometimes I can be slow. I'm thinking of the words to say. So I'm gonna make a change. Uh, so for these kinds of videos, which are recorded live. So for the scripted video, that of course is really short because I'm reading from a script and I'm editing the video, so it can be just like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But for these videos, I'm just recording it live, so you can see me working live, of course, and see everything, see the mistakes I made, see how I corrected, and those small nuances like um, small techniques that I have learned over the past years of using Blender. You can also watch that. But of course, some people may not like the explanation bit. Sometimes I can just overly explain what I'm doing, and sometimes it takes a long time. So what I'm going to do is just for these live videos, I'm just going to uh, not explain all the actions at all and just model. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, just use the comment section. You can tag the timeline and ask me about that particular stuff. Now for the hotkeys, uh, I've already set it to like 10 history, max event 10, and the time display is like 5 seconds. So I think you can. No, you can't. I'm looking for show mouse events. No, you need the mouse events. So someone commented that, yeah, the slow explanations and also the screencast going by so fast. They said that in caps lock. So I mean, like, I gotta make a change. It's in caps lock. Um, So what I'm trying to explain about the HUD keys or the screencast keys is that most of them are navigational keys. But what you can do in order to follow is you can slow down the video using the slow play. There's a setting in the YouTube where you can slow down the playtime of the video, and also you can pause it. And you also see the function. You can see that I selected the object. It says View 3D Select. When I tab, Edit Mode Toggle, okay? And most of the stuff that you see here will be just the navigational keys. I've been using Blender for years. That's why it's really fast for me. I know most of the hotkeys in the modeling side of things. I know most of it, so I'm really fast. Okay, so just slow down. And if you don't catch something, just ask me in the comment section. Please use constructive questions or comments, and don't let anger um, get the better of you. Okay, you can ask me. I take note of everything, every criticism. Okay, I take note of that. Just be constructive about it. Okay. If you're constructive about it, some people will read it and learn from it instead of just being posting hateful comments. Okay, so just that's it. Okay, let's begin. So I'm going to avoid overly explaining stuff and just model. So for this video, but as customary, I'm going to explain what the video is for. So if you're some kind of veteran, you can judge whether you can stay or not based on what I'm going to do. So in this video, I'm going to test run the changes in the partition mesh operator using a canister model. Okay, let's begin modeling the base mesh. Sometimes I can't help it. I'm kind of like that friend. So without warning, we'll just say scientific facts, or science facts without even being asked. Maybe I should set the history to 20. Can it even do 20? And set the display time to 10. There you go. In the next update, I'm going to include the Discord link in the products pages. So you can ask me more complicated questions there and we can interact better than in the YouTube compared to YouTube comments. I think I better set this to you. So, see, most of it are just navigational keys. But I will be streaming though, and yeah, I will not. I can't avoid talking slow on that part. I will be streaming live, and I will be doing random stuff during streaming. You can watch it or not, and learn some of the tricks that I've learned over the past uh, years. I will do random stuff like coding. You can watch me do that, and coding operators, and also modeling with or without add-ons. Just daily random stuff. The update is very near. Just have to wait for it. And for the per operator tutorials, that will also come. So just give me time. I'm managing a lot of products and I'm only a single person. So you can just contact me on Twitter, or if you manage to go into my Discord, you can just contact me there. Feel free to ask questions. Going to keep this rest areas. Merging this back, something, creating a face inside, and we just need to delete that. So that's one of the issues that are still left. There's an opening, yeah, especially if there's a symmetry line, it's going to create an inside face. You just have to delete that. Okay. Um, Random vertex color time, sharp, no, mark sharp, play around with the values. Okay, I'm going to up in the materials that I used on an earlier video. Lower the glass and the grudge metal. Except, why is this? Oh, oh my god. It's a revert from the other side. It's mirrored like that. So this XY is like XY is like this one now. So the screws, because I will UV the other objects. This one is, oh my god, I didn't notice this. Just delete. Just a quick smart UV project, and then we can strip the material. For this part here, set this to glass. No, this is the, just a second. Um, the glass shader, which works for cylinders, I will include in the append material feature. So there's the grand shader, the one for the cloth, for the glass, and then for buildings or spaceships. Okay, I'm going to make something for the inside. I'm going to use limited dissolve and see if the merging will work. Looks like I didn't toggle on the limited dissolve. You can leave some areas undetailed and just designate it as a rest area. Okay, let's try this. I think they merged correctly. Oh, some of them. Some didn't merge correctly. duplicate, so we can give this a different setting. I'm going to steal faces from this or duplicate faces from this and use it as a light source and hide the geometry. Remove the material and create a new material. Quickly name it emission. Oh, it's still exposed in this part here, so let's go 100. And so for something like this, start out with lower value and just go down. I think we should make the liquid be, so that's blue. I don't know what it's called now. So I think this is correct. Blue here, and then the opposite is yellow. Yeah. Something I did the good old days um along with the vertex color. Okay. When I draw, the only thing that's going to get drawn on are the highlighted faces. Pressing T to also enable cut through and draw on the hidden faces. So this is, then it's going to be highlighted and then change the vertex color, something like red. Yeah, I really can't help it sometimes. I have to. I'm avoiding, I'm avoiding explaining stuff. Sometimes I can't help it. That's right. Both streams are reversed. I think there we go. It's going to So see, it's like concept art. Instead of making the decal in a 2D software, just draw it like geometry. Whoops. Oh, the amount of faces. Artist color. Pick. Oh, pick. Need some hanging. You can do some hanging cables. Random cables, catenary, and okay. It also because of the mirror. Do not use the mirror. There you go. Where did he go? Oh, hmm. Let's just extract this and use these faces for the cable. Then delete that afterward after we're done with it. Damn, I'm explaining stuff again. Limited. Oops, none. Get rid of the shorter ones. I need a stable surface for the pipe, not this mess right here. So I'm going to create a proxy. See the hotkeys. Just watch for this. All I'm really doing, all those, uh, all those keys are just navigational keys, and me go into edit mode, going back to object mode. The commands are here. This is the most important one. Tab, move. What is that? What do you do? Yeah, you gotta use the bathroom. Sorry about that. Taking hard medications, and one of those medications makes me pee all the time. It's basically gets rid of the tries to get rid of the liquids in my body. What happened to this? Maybe when we set this to mesh, it get it's just weird. Okay, the flanges and couplings can only operate on curved objects. We have already trans I have already converted those into mesh. I like I love chromatic aberration so much. You know if you combine a low sample in cycles and let the the denoise mechanism kick in, you can like make it like a painting or a drawn render. Okay, let's try it. Six samples, two samples. It kind of degrades the render, make it looks painter. There's another way to do that. Same. I'm already trying to talk over explaining something. Just okay, just watch. Okay, after the denoise, it's going to be they've changed the they've changed the menus and where everything is. So I think it's blur in blur and Victor uh defocus. No, 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 Victor blur. Let's see. Another blur determinator. Yes, I think this is it. And we have to include the normal in the pass. So let's dismiss the normal. Okay, the determinator is the normal. And you can just play around the settings. You can see that it kind of blurs some of the image. And this is what I use before to make some of my paintings painterly. Look like it's painted or something. Guess I don't know how to paint. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this looks good. We get the let's render this in a higher sample, something like 128. I'm using 16. Okay. Rendering. You can see the render because it's this now. In window mode doesn't capture the auxiliary windows. Okay, this is it. Get the cables here. Get a nice blue and the yellow, the liquid inside, and we have the light. So when I finish scripting, this is what I do. I just model something to find out the bugs, if there are bugs, because I'm the writer of the code and also the tester. Okay. Um, let's make the floor. Let's make the floor darker to make the model stand out more. Okay. And then render this in 2048 samples. These 2048 samples. Pause. render and just wait. I think my voice breaks up when I speak and Blender is rendering. Okay. It's a bit the image is a bit sharper now. Mm, yeah, this looks good. It looks so. I also discovered a new technique when using partition mesh. You can leave some of the islands or some of the split objects and designate it as the rest area. You don't have to actually use the random operators on every split part. You can actually decide to leave some as the rest area. As you can see, what I did on the inside of the cylinder. So that's good. That's a good method to remember. This looks really good. We can parent this to an empty. I wonder if I don't know if you can uh, insert a collection of objects into the asset browser and then uh, drag and drop it as a collection. I don't know. I'll Google it later and for let you know if you don't know already. So let you know how you can do that. So you don't have to actually join everything. Just parent all of the design into an empty. Okay. This I think are still cables. We're going to apply them. Shift G, type and parent it to the empty. Then we can duplicate this. Just drag the empty to control that duplicate. Click on the empty, Shift G, immediate children. What? Okay. Shift G, immediate. Why is it picking up the floor? Why are you picking up the floor? That's not your child. Children. Hey, it's not your kid. I immediate children and pick up the empty again. Duplicate. Control this empty. It's picking up the floor. But it's not connected to the parent system. Why is that? Immediate children. So now it works. But with this one, it's picking up. It's considering the floor as its kid, but it's not its kid. Let's rotate this. Going back to 128 samples. There we go. This is good for close-up renders and mid-range renders. And if you're going to do something for faraway ranges, specifically for background renders that are far away, you might not want to use this. Just create a simple base mesh, then use something like random panels to create like big shapes. So in faraway renders, the this object will have its uh, profile broken up by the random panels, so it looks like it has more detail than it should have in that distance, render distance. Because this can be a waste if you use it for as a faraway background render, because there's too much detail. So you want to really economize your scene. So this is good for close-up or mid-ranges renders. For faraway renders, just use a lower poly equivalent. Okay. Yeah, that's the test. So there are still some bugs that I need to fix with the partition mesh, especially when using it for uh, meshes that have used the generate to solve. Okay. Hopefully I didn't blabber too much or rant too much. Okay, if you have any questions, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, use the comment section or the links in the description. Subscribe and hit that notify button. I will also do more tutorials once my second monitor arrives, and not just with the others. So again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.